Does America feel great again?
No, not at all. I can get laid off tomorrow, then I'm pretty much homeless because you can't save now. Every dollar you have has to go to gas, groceries, bills, rent.
Does America feel great again?
Um, Not in the way everyone wanted, with gas prices, and you can't afford to breathe at this point.
What does it feel like to be living in these conditions right now, in these economic conditions right now?
Hurt, very hurt. Um, I try to do, sorry, I cry. I try to do a lot for my kids, and I can't do much.
It's hard, especially as a father, because you ain't got that extra cash to go and spoil your kids. So it's pretty difficult.
The middle class is definitely being affected. Yeah. Low class might as well, crawl in a hole because they can't afford anything. Drill, baby, drill just didn't go. I don't think.
Hey, happy Monday, y'all. How you doing today? Want to go off a clip or off a video I put out yesterday about the debt crisis, obviously, what's going on. Just, it's getting out of control, and I wanted to put some clips together and talk about some of the videos I've been watching of people, just talking about their struggles with, rent, healthcare, groceries, and how stressed they are, and they don't know what to do, and they don't know if it's ever going to get better. Like, these are people struggling all over our country, and we're so stuck in our, bubbles, and we don't realize what's going on, throughout the world. We have so much information. We're too busy to understand what's going on in the world. And I think that we all need to be aware, because if we're aware, then we can demand change and start doing things together to make things better for us here in America.
America has become completely unaffordable, and I don't know why more people are not talking about this. Half of America doesn't even have a savings, rent is insane, healthcare is a luxury, and somehow the narrative is still people are just bad with money. Like, what money? People are working full-time. Most people have 2 to 3 jobs anymore because you have to. At what point do we stop blaming the people and just accept the fact that the cost of living has simply just outpaced reality? Because everything is this expensive, you have to know exactly where all of your money is going anymore. Like, a budget is just simply a necessity. You have to have one. Started using a budgeting app like mine to figure out where all of my money is going, but it does not make up for the fact that America is too expensive to live in anymore. If you're struggling, you are not alone.
That clip's great, and I'm glad to see that, and I'm glad people are starting to talk about it. The point isn't that people aren't irresponsible. The point is that the cost of living has outpaced reality. Rent is insane. Healthcare is a luxury. It really is. Like, it just, some of these healthcare plans, man, if you're talking about family plans, they're like $800 a month. Half of America doesn't even have a savings. And many people are working full time or even multiple jobs just to keep up. I mean, that's not the American dream. That's no way to live, like, right? I mean, life's supposed to be a lot better than that, right? And I want to underline something important. When people get squeezed for years and then someone tells them they should have managed their money better, they should have worked hard, stop being lazy, it doesn't just make you angry. It makes you feel invisible. So I'm going to bring it down to one place where it stops being a theory, like on a personal level. In Tampa, Florida, that's the area I live in. I'm actually in Lutz now, but in 2011, when I first got my job and I was living closer to my job before I had a daughter and I was single, I rented a place. It was a 1-bedroom. I think it was like close to like 960 square feet, and it was $780 a month. It was actually the best 2 years that I lived on my own, alone. It was kind of nice, with the affordability now. Like, I have, my mom moved in when my dad passed away. And I also have a family friend, work friend that's been living here for 78 years too. And it just helps. And yeah, so it was it was 780 a month, and that was 2011. And I just looked it up now, 26. It's 1980 a month. That's insane. And I mean, in my situation, from 2011 to 2026, I'm still making the same amount of money. Maybe a slight increase, but not to cover triple in rent, you know? Like, that's insane. So when people say just budget, what does that actually mean? Accept less, accept delay, accept that getting ahead is for other people, not you. That's not budgeting, that's a surrender. Now, in those first couple clips I showed you, you hear the same pattern. Different mouths, same message. One person says they could get laid off tomorrow and end up pretty much homeless because you can't save when every dollar goes to gas, groceries, bill, and rent. A mother says she's hurt, very hurt. She tries to do a lot for her kids, but she can't do much. A father says it's hard because there's no extra cash to spoil your kids and that it hurts in a way numbers can't capture. And then the older woman sums it up how a lot of people feel. The middle class is definitely being affected. When the middle class gets squeezed that hard, it stops becoming economic hardship. It becomes instability. You know what I mean? And that's why people don't just feel stressed. They feel like the ground is moving under them. Listen, I need you to focus. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment. It's a free way to support the channel. God bless. And a lot of people don't want to talk about it, you know? They want to, hide behind, social media saying life is good. You know, it's okay to talk about. It's okay to be vulnerable, like we're so stuck in our own little bubbles and on our phones and, there's no like connection. Like we need to start connecting with people, talking about our issues. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable, and some of the things that are bothering us because I think if we start talking about it a lot more, people are going to start opening up and we can actually make a real change. Now let's talk about healthcare because a lot of people, it doesn't feel like care anymore. It feels like a gamble. You see them at TikTok that I shared, they're talking about healthcare being a luxury. And that lands because healthcare is one of those things you can't postpone without consequences. And here's where it looks for me right now, like on a personal level. I'm planning to drop my healthcare through work for like a year. Not because I want to, but because I'm trying to save money. My single coverage is costing me now close to $400 a month, and it comes with a $7,500 deductible. So you're paying every month, and then something happens, you still have to climb the deductible first. Like I'm paying $400 a month, and I still got to pay $7,500 out of pocket before I can even actually have anything covered. Like that's outrageous. That makes no sense. Like I'm gonna choose. Here I am. What am I? I'm 44. And obviously, I had a lot of health issues that I, addressed early in the year. And right now, I've come to a decision over the last couple of months, really thinking about it. Since my health is pretty decent and I don't have any underlying serious things going on, I'm gonna drop my health insurance just for a year. Hope everything's good and try to save a little money until next summer and try to get it back. I don't want to do that, but I'm making that choice because that's close to probably $10,000 I'll have extra in my pocket for the year. If you're listening and struggling, please hear this. You're not alone and you're not bad with money. You're living inside a system where wages don't keep going up. Rent rises faster than breathing space. Healthcare becomes something you can plan around like a luxury item, like going on a vacation. I don't know. Sounds kind of crazy. And savings start to feel like a myth. And I want this to be personal enough to matter. I mean, I shared a personal story right there telling you how I'm going to be dropping my healthcare insurance for a year. Not because I want to, because I feel like I need to save some money, to have more money available for my family, stuff that I need to take care of that I've been putting off for a while. So here's what I want to push back on loudly and clearly. Don't let anyone rewrite your struggle as a personal failure. It's not true. Demand transparency about the driving cost, especially insurance, design, and healthcare pricing. Ask what basic needs keep getting more expensive and why accountability stays invisible. Because people don't need inspiration, they need relief. We deserve a system where survival isn't a part-time job. That's all I got for you guys today. Happy Monday. Please like, share, subscribe. It helps me get out there. It's a free way to support the channel. I hope you all have a blessed week, and I will see you soon.